some challenges that face the farmers. We had to get our crops across the rivers to the main roads. The roads muddy, overnight rain, and we stuck up on the road. We climb up the mountains with our veggies, heavy loads on our back, and make us stuck up there. We need transport to transport the veggies to the depot. We wait for that vehicle to come transport, but nothing happened. We wait until late. We have to overnight there on the road, and then next day, all our veggies get road.
Line up, stop now. Program Luara. Amas laboy, luman mi lukuk si tomoto. Bisa karang tandarin, sa kapset. Formula part the tres kurang Luara. Omla mani punya salus lagi.
Many ladies in our rural areas, they carry heavy loads, put the kids on top of their back. When they carry 2 bales of cabbage, another weight is a child over the load. It makes them like a donkey, like a camel loading down the mountains and half the mountains cross the rivers. There's so many criminals around the community, around the area, offering money, food, offering women.
Sometimes mipla go down yung same mipla saksi ol man nagwantin mipla na nogat man sometimes road to no safe lo mipla ol meri walkabout. Road lo mipla tanti time hold up sa kamap ol man sa kampulim bilum lo mipla katim mipla lo nai o sa checking kat money o nogat o sa katim mipla lo mipla saksi mol man na ol saksi sampla kind of se bush knife or weapons lo security lo mipla na go down. Nogat man logo security lo mipla sa sabikin. So kumu sa bagarap tayo mipla sabikin.
NKW Fresh is the fresh produce division of the NKW landowner group here in Morribee province in Papua New Guinea. When we took over the depot here in Wau, that was used as a buying centre for local Wau farmers to supply produce to the Hidden Valley mine. Understanding what is being grown is the biggest issue. Understanding that a farmer may plant a large area of crop and expect to sell it in its entirety given 5 minutes notice. Now my issue is to know what is coming, and I need a couple of weeks notice so that we can forward market it. Only by doing that are we going to be able to create a sustainable vegetable supply into both the Hidden Valley mine and other outside markets.
The extra support that we give to the farmers around the Wau area, we do produce collection. At the farms, we go out and we collect on certain days the orders, and we bring them in for delivering out to the market. We collect that from all around the sites, the outskirts of Wau, the mountain ranges on the side, in and around Wau. We collect all the vegetables, all the many varieties, and we bring that in. Now, if we didn't do any of this collection, we would not meet not even half of the order that we are required to deliver. From the farmers' perspective, they would have a lot of waste produce in the gardens because they wouldn't be able to bring it in any other way.
The MDF partnership to us is extremely important. With MDF support, we're going to be putting in extension officers into each of our operating areas. Those extension officers will have motorbikes for their mobility, so they don't have to catch BMVs. Those extension officers will be armed with a tablet with some software that we've produced called Crop Planner, and will key in a farmer's crop or various ranges of crops, telling us what they've planted, when they planted it, what the planting period was, what the expected yield is. The business can roll up all the farmers, and so that I know that this farm, for example, might be able to provide me with 200 kilos of tomato over, say, a month period, but there are other farmers growing tomato. They may be able to provide me with 200 or 300 kilos over a 2-month period, so I can have a look at all the farmers and say, what tomato do we have coming in from say 3 weeks' time to 6 or 7 weeks' time. I can then go to the market and say, this is what we've got coming. They can pre-order it. I can then go back to the farmers and say, this crop is sold, when's the next one? And that is gold. The end goal for NKW, certainly from a horticultural perspective, is export. That's huge for us. We're already investigating what we need to do to ensure that that happens. And there is a quality standard around the Pacific called True Pacific. So we will be aiming for that quality standard soon. That will enable us to export into the Pacific Islands. Farmers in WOW being able to export and have access to consistent export markets, because they are now consistent in terms of their supply, stratospheric. And I say that because you can only do so much with a shovel. If we have a financial model that is simple, that assists a farmer to make 50 to 70,000 kina a year, after probably 18 months they can buy their own tractor and their own implements. Now that means then that they can triple or quadruple their farm size. It's a step to commercialisation. What it means for the subsistence farmer is that they can build a better house, they can pay their school fees, they can have a better education for their children, and they can have mobility